You slick bastard, it's not enough for you to just make her fall in love, is it? Not for a guy like you. You literally want your crush to melt like butter in the palm of your hand. That's what you want? That's what you... You know exactly you came to the right place. You clicked on the right video because today, boys, I'm gonna show you 8 tricks that will make any girl melt like butter in the palm of your hand. Let's go. Number 1, kiss her on the neck. Look. Once things are hot and heavy, don't just smack lips on your lips. Like, use your lips on other strategic areas. One of them is the neck area. Yo, the amount of sensitivity in the neck area for you just to like lightly kiss that area when you guys are making out, I promise you, will send chills down her spine and will melt her. Not to mention that's gonna make you look like a complete pro at kissing. And now you got her thinking, how is this guy so good? Little does she know it's because of another dude that's helping you out on the internet, but she doesn't know that. She doesn't have to know that. Number 2, wear a rose-scented fragrance. See, look, fragrances, you got to be wearing a fragrance. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You even made me stutter from how much I wanted to drill this down on you guys. But a rose-scented fragrance, see, most guys think that, oh man, rose-scented, that's too feminine, yada, yada, yada. But for centuries, no, millennia, men have been using rose petals and rose oil as a fragrance to attract the opposite sex. The sad part is that most of you have probably never experienced a sexy rose, a dark, sexy rose-scented fragrance, and that's why you don't know how powerful it is. So you want to know what we did? You already know what I do. When I see a problem, I create a solution. You guys remember how we created a shore about last year? Sold out in like 5 hours. The scent was amazing, but it was a one-time thing. And I told you, I promised you guys, if you guys loved it, I would come back better than ever. That's what we did. You see this right here, boys? This is Santa Lucia. This is our new fragrance company, and I promise you, this will change the game. You see, our fragrance company, Santa Lucia, sets out not to only make unique fragrances, but quality fragrances that are hand-produced in France. France is the capital of good scent. Like, these guys know what they're doing, so it only stood to reason to go to France and produce and manufacture all our scents over there with the highest quality ingredients. Now, can I just say that the quality, we've done about 5 rounds already, and the quality of scents that I'm getting from this box, it is equal to you going and buying Killian, Tom Ford, Creed. That is how, like, that is the quality that we shot for when we partnered up with this brand, and it wasn't cheap. But here's the thing, I want you to get access to quality fragrances without you having to spend $300, $400, $500 for a bottle. And here's what I'm most proud of, the packaging. Just look at how sleek. So the company name is called Santa Lucia, and the cool part with the company is that it'll come with 3 fragrances. These are gonna be our first 3 initial fragrances, which are for every aspect of your life. You got your dating or when you're mating. This is gonna be that rose scent that I'm talking about. You're gonna have your boss fragrance. This is the confidence booster, the one that makes you like the man in the room. That's why we call it the boss fragrance. And then we got the everyday, which self-explanatory, the fragrance that you use every day just to smell good, to make you feel better about yourself. Screw everybody else. That's what we did. Now, the cool thing with our company is that the packaging is amazing. You see that little slot there? That slot is where you're gonna get a little card that explains the science behind our fragrances. See, we worked with master perfumers in France, not only to curate the best scents in the world, but we actually scientifically did our research and we looked for ingredients that help yield the purpose. So for example, rose helps attract during mating. Patchouli or mint helps boost your confidence and makes you feel more powerful. That's one of the main notes in our boss fragrance. So what you're gonna get is, when you get the fragrance or whichever one that you end up buying, you're gonna get all the information on why we formulated it the way we formulated it and why it smells so amazing. But can I just say that our rose fragrance is probably one of the sexiest things to ever come. Now, our drop date, I'm gonna keep you guys hanging on that one. I won't just release that just yet, but one last thing that I wanna show you is that, yes, you can buy single fragrances, but if you buy the whole collection, not only do the bottles create that really slick Santa Lucia on your counter, because when I designed the bottles, I wanted them to be high-end as well. I wanted them to look sexy on your counter. And on top of that, if you look at the top, everything's cohesive. So if you line up all the bottles, basically what the sentence says is, come closer to conquering every day. Those are the names of our fragrances. So our love fragrance, it's come closer. Picture it like this. You're at school. You're at work. A girl's like, you smell great. What do you have on? Come closer. Yo, come on. Like, yo, that's slick, yo. On top of that, our boss fragrance is called To Conquering. And then our final one is called Everyday. Now, like I said, this is all super exciting. I want you guys to try this out. We've been working over a year on this. This is the best of the best we've ever produced, but I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to have to leave you hanging. No, you cannot buy, but what you can do is click the link down below, sign up to our newsletter. That way you are one of the first ones notified when this drops before it sells out. Number 3, plan an exact date. Then text her something aggressive like Friday night, wear a dress, I'll pick you up at 8. When I tell you that this will melt any girl, I am not lying. Now, of course, this should only happen once you've gone out once or twice already. You know there's vibes. You pull a dominant move like this where you think about everything and all she has to do is accompany you. I promise you, this girl's gonna melt for you. Number 4, wanting to spend time with her family. This is key, boys. See, a lot of guys hate spending time with their family, but when you start being nice to her mom and her dad and her siblings, this makes her melt. Women are emotional. They're not just physical like you and I are. So when you emotionally start invest into her and her family, yo, this woman's gonna fall head over heels for you. Number 5, give her cheap presents. No, you don't have to buy her a Tiffany necklace or you have to give her designer. Women just like to be thought about. So when you drop her some chocolates or you just buy her some cheap $12 roses when you pick her up, this will make her melt, especially when it's completely random and she doesn't see it coming. Women love that crap. Number 6, kiss her on the forehead. And do it like that no reason type of kiss. Like straight out of nowhere, just come up to her and kiss her. Now, of course, do it once you know her, because if you just go up to a girl and kiss her on the forehead, I promise you, you're going to have a lawsuit. And then you're going to be in handcuffs blaming TMF, blaming Jose. I didn't do this. Look, you have to have a connection with her. Don't just freaking freak her out and drop a kiss on her forehead. What I'm trying to teach you to do is that you're not supposed to only kiss on the lips. That's not the only area that melts her. You kiss a girl on the forehead, it makes you feel small, petite, and you feel like this big protector over her. At least that's what girls tell me. I'm just saying. Which rolls on to number 7. Always show signs of protection. See, women want to feel protected. And you can do certain things to make her feel that way. On top of that kiss, you can grab her hand and lead her through a crowded room. You could also, when you're walking on a sidewalk, you can also move her so she's on the inside and you're walking on the outside of the sidewalk where the cars are. Small little moves like this that you drop as you're with her, she's going to pick up on and see that, yo, you're always looking out for her. And then finally, number 8, the I'm thinking about you text. Again, there has to be emotional connection. There has to be sexual connection already. Once there is, completely out of the blue, you haven't even been texting her all day, drop her this text. The smile, the grin from ear to ear that this girl's gonna have when she reads that text message, yo, I promise you, this girl's gonna melt the next time she sees you. And that's basically it for this 6 video, guys. Those are 8 little tricks that you can do to melt any girl. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, boys, don't forget to sign up for our Santa Lucia newsletter so you can be one of the first ones to know when this collection drops. That's it from me today. See you next time.